I come from a troubled past, the mind of a double standard. I write with
What up, guys? Long time, and I'm excited that it's been a while. First of all, I hope that you guys are surviving, you guys are strong, and that you guys continue to thrive because you know what I'm saying. The focal point is that we keep pressing, is that we keep fighting. We have no choice. Right? Before we start, I just want to take a second. I got some a powerful individual with me, and I like to big him up because of his mind. He's woke, and he's indeed a man of honor. I just want y'all to take a minute, welcome my brother Gustavo. Gustavo, talk to the people. Tell them.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm a most definitely a man of honor.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I like to honor my upbringing, my culture.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And most importantly, man, I like to stay woke.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It ain't just a focal point of just I'm being woke. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta understand the truth.
Yeah.
You gotta understand how we align to what we got going on today.
Yes. Right.
You know what I mean? So pretty much. Yeah,
Do me a favor, tell the people, just give them a little bit of your background, of what your ethnic background is, where you came up from, and things of that nature.
Well, I was born and raised here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was raised on the southwest side. I never left. Pretty much kind of like
Right.
in the Alief area. So
Yeah.
I'm a first generation from immigrant parents in Venezuela.
Yeah.
They came here back in like '88. You know
Shout out
what I
to
mean?
Venezuela.
They did the whole do, you know, and that background stems pretty deep inside because it like I can get kind of the feel of the oppressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So pretty much like, man, the upbringing was kind of that ease because of the community that my parents chose for us to live in. But as I grew a little older, being here from Texas,
Yeah.
you kind of run into a lot of tension between different people and different races and stuff.
That's the background. Yeah.
So for sure, you know what I mean? I was raised in that family. My mom barely speak English like that.
Yeah.
Pops had to work a lot and stuff. So, we grinded it out and pretty much you got to make a mind of your own. So read a little bit here and there, kind of understood. Some things in school didn't make sense. Some things did. So,
That's one of the things I could say. I met Gustavo cutting hair actually, and it was a point where he was looking for a barber, and he was looking for a reliable barber, and he ended up sitting in my chair, and we've started to build a relationship from that thing. Now, I'm attracted to what's woke. I'm attracted to individuals that's woke, and immediately, I started to talk to him, and from just the conversation, I could tell this brother is in touch with what's going on, and this brother reads. He took the time to educate himself, and he's sharp. So these are the things that attracted me, and I immediately felt like I'd like to have him a part of what we have going on. So a few things took place since our last episode. I had made some moves. As you can see, we are now sitting in Men of Honor Studio, 13939 West Tama, Suite 103. Yeah. It's a good feel.
Yes, sir.
It's a good
Yes,
feel.
sir.
Also, for those of you who are looking to get a service in the studio, my booking information is menofhonorstudio.booksy.com. You download the Booksy app. You look up the studio, Men of Honor Studio. You select your service. You hit book. You pick your time. You hit book, and instantly you solidify a spot to get a service in the studio. So, it's been a lot of work. I thank God. I'm humbled by the process because I've been able to meet a lot of good people, and I think this is just the beginning for Men of Honor. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I take a lot of pride in, by the way that I walk and that I live. Since the last time, my last episode, I was able to obtain the LLC for Men of Honors, the brand. This is a major. Yeah.
You gotta give it up. You gotta
that's
give it
a
up.
big
Yes,
deal.
sir.
And I support
Yeah.
and I promote ownership, especially amongst African Americans, especially amongst Black, amongst minorities. It is way more profound when you own it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be out here, capping and snapping and jumping from wave to wave. You feel me?
Yeah,
Take the time.
no surfboard.
No surfboard. You
No,
feel
sir.
me? Take the time. If you're passionate about something, if you have a dream and a gift, and it's a gift. Gifts are usually something that's only given by God. When you have a gift, you're supposed to take ultimate action to own it. You have to own it. You could have a gift all day, but until you put some work behind it, it's really dead to the world. And one thing I pride myself in is this right here is not gonna be just one of those gifts that just floats away in dream form. You will see a lot of it. In relation to, there's a lot going on. First of all, a lot is going on. It's probably not enough to cover in one segment. So we're just gonna, break a few things down as far as with regards to what we're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before we get into this, man, I this is a time for us to rise as a people. When I say us, I mean the oppressed. If you have walked these roads where you was either racially profiled, you was either dealt any form of injustice, you suffered to go into jail for stuff that you really should not have been going to jail for. You had a hard time getting a job. You had a hard time getting into a house because of the color of your skin. You are amongst the oppressed. You're amongst the oppressed, and this is for you. This is what we're trying to establish here. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to establish a brotherhood, a system where the oppressed can feel at home. They could feel like there's people out here that's gonna stand with you no matter what. And they ready to fight, and they ready to do whatever it takes to obtain a level of security and a level of peace. You feel me? So this is what we're about at Man of Honor. I take strong pride in this, man. This is not a game for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that has supported Men of Honor from the very beginning. Shouts to my brother Darius. Darius been with me for a minute. And I appreciate him for taking the time to, come and kick it with us and see what we're doing. You know what I mean? And we're going to continue to grow. This is just the beginning. So I want to start by just, first of all, paying regards to George Floyd. I think that it is tragic what has happened and what we were allowed to see, because a lot of the way we move and a lot of our actions is actually caused by what we see. It's the media is a platform that really manipulates the way we move as a people, believe it or not. It could literally alter your day. Like you could wake up, see a post, and instantly, boom.
Boom.
Your energy is on that level, and that's gonna be the remainder of your energy for the day.
That's the topic at work. That's the topics on your phone.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of at this moment we as a people we would like now to see some form of justice extended for the killers of George Floyd, because it was simply a murder. There's no way around it.
Right.
They have these subliminal, statements they like to make and throw these curveballs about now he supposedly suffered some sort of health issues. His background was compromised. A lot of foolishness, bro. You feel me? But let's be clear. To me, as a black man, as a man of color, it hurts me in the heart, bro, because it didn't start at George Floyd. This thing started way back. I mean, we could go back to Emmett Till. This was
if you want to be, if you just want to be completely honest,
this has been going on
you know
for
what I mean?
a while.
Like we would say at least in my time, we would say Trayvon, because that was like the very first national, like boom.
Yes.
But if you want to go all back, we'll just for your comfort, maybe for my comfort, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll go back to Emmett Till.
For sure.
We'll just go back to Emmett Till.
And Emmett Till, you know, for those people who don't know, allegedly whistled at a white woman, and you know, I believe did she say that he did something?
That he
to
did
her?
something, yeah.
So,
Around those rims.
It wasn't anything that warranted him to be pummeled.
Yeah.
Like literally defaced.
Yeah.
By
beat, tied,
yes.
tied, and dragged.
Yes.
That had it. Just to make matters, you know, enlighten a little bit, she was never charged.
Wow.
She was, I think she lived up until maybe a couple years ago.
Wow.
In her late, you know, 80s or maybe even 90s. But yeah, she was never, and that's a whole nother fight.
That's a whole
nother fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother fight. So.
I mean, it's a long list, and honestly, I believe what's happening now in the streets is people are fed up. We're not okay with, you know, passive aggressive anymore. It's now like you've pushed people to the limit, because what you have done is you're basically saying that we don't give a damn about your kind. There will be no justice, and if you push us, we're gonna take your life. It's basically
pretty much, yeah.
Basically what. And when you put anybody into these this type of cage, you could almost expect a rebellion. And,
right.
And I feel like that's on the way. I feel like that's on the way.
Pretty much started.
It started.
It's pretty much started. Yeah.
It started.
Pretty much started because people they fed up.
Yeah, people are tired.
Sure.
I mean,
tired.
It's just, and it's kind of blatant. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to a message today. You know, it's one of those things, because in my mind, I can't understand, as a human being, not as white, black, or any other, it's just as a human being, could you not look at a situation like George Floyd or Trayvon Martin, or Michael Brown, Sandra Bland,
Gardner,
Tamir Rice, you know, Philando Castile. I mean, this is a long list, bro, of just blatant, you know, uncalled for acts of murder from the law enforcement, from people who we supposed to have some sort of trust in. I think it's safe to say the trust is completely blown.
It's blown.
It's blown.
It's blown.
It's blown. And while I don't encourage the violence, I don't support injustice at all. I'm sorry. I can't. You know, I've been black for a minute now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just don't support it. There's no way in the world that you could tell me that it'll be okay for, you know, a police officer to take the life of an African American and then turn around and get a couple days off from work or suspension.
Come on, man.
You feel me? And
The
then
majority of these guys get hired again.
Yes.
They go to the little local racist town that they're not from.
Right.
And they get hired again.
Meanwhile, if we walk in a store and pick up a piece of merchandise we didn't pay for,
come on, man.
You're almost about to get tried at the cash register.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
You for sure got a shadow behind you.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
It's a Jolly Rancher, man. It's 10 cents.
Yes.
Like, what you,
Also,
you know?
it's the same thing, because this officer is on camera.
Yeah.
There's physical proof that what he did was unlawful.
That to me that's the appalling part.
That's the appalling
is the
part.
fact that there is protocol on how to do your arrest.
Yeah, how to do your arrest.
Oh man, you got your knee where it doesn't belong, and you got your hand in your pocket, casually choking the man out.
While this brother is clearly pleading with you that
Come on.
he can't breathe.
That's just clearly unlawful. Like it's an unlawful way to arrest somebody.
Yep.
In the books and morally.
Yep.
Flat out. So
Yep.
it's like, it's just
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's
and then
crazy,
you know,
man.
in the books they would consider that impeding breathing. And honestly,
Right.
that's a charge like you would not believe. I think that charge starts at 5 years. You know, just the charge by
the
itself.
impeding breathing. Yeah, well, because they had the independent autopsy
Oh,
come out and say that he died for asphyxiation.
I know that's
So that
that is a bunch of garbage.
for the fact that it took an independent autopsy for that to come out.
Yeah,
I could just imagine what the government was gonna say.
it's insane.
What he was gonna? Oh, he had
It's
pre-existing
insane.
conditions and his. Come on, man.
Also, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the updates on the speech President Donald Trump gave yesterday. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday, and that was a bunch of craziness in itself.
It was.
Yeah, he's basically enforcing the U.S. military on American citizens, like in a nutshell. You know that basically.
In a way.
Yeah, well,
in a way.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is you. First, in one token, he's saying that, you know, we want to protect the American citizen. He gives a short recognition to George Floyd incident and immediately went into describe some folks who he deemed to be unlawful. You know, in actuality, those two people he described was white of Caucasian descent. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's pretty clear, man. It's clear what's going on. And honestly, you know, without saying much, they've left us no choice. They left us no choice. They don't want us to promote the violence. You know, mm-hmm. I've watched countless videos on, you know, breaking down of looting. Honestly, what's your opinion on looting? Speak on looting.
Looting?
On the looting aspect of what the rioting and the looting and the so-called violence that's been taking place. And I'm gonna share like what my take on it.
Well, I mean first, looting is just wrong. You know what I mean? It's just wrong. Like to me, it's just you just shouldn't loot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if you wanna break down windows and break this and go into Target, Walgreens, and so forth and so on, and everybody, well, all these corporations that. What you don't do is you don't loot black-owned businesses.
Right.
You don't
I would say that. Right. I can agree.
The minority-owned businesses.
Right. I can agree.
You don't knock down your own community.
Right.
Businesses.
Right.
You know, man, my real stance, man, is like. We have 4 or 5 national holidays. One starting off with July the 4th.
Right.
That was built off of revolution, rebellion, and rioting. National holidays.
Right.
So, to me, it brings change.
One of which is 4th of July, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. 4th of July, 1776. Like, there's a reason why we gained independence. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it brings forth change, man. It really does.
Right.
It brings forth change. So it's like, people are fed up. Voices aren't being heard. Obviously, it's a systemic problem. Yeah. So. You can't just go to the courthouse and say, "Hey, I want to change. Hey, let's aim at the DA." No, we need people inside. We need the parts. We need the DA. We need the judges. We need the senators. We need actually. We can't have people step foot at front doors anymore. We need people inside the buildings now.
In other words, that our fight should be strategic, basically.
Yeah.
We've already been called the aggressors for no reason. now for a long time, when the police arrive on the scene of a crime, they will base the entire case on your side. I'm speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it where the cop come to the scene. Okay, it's a domestic case. They look at the guy involved. All right, he's 6'4", he's 250 pounds. He's the aggressor ultimately, like instantly.
Yeah,
There's
right.
before there's proof, they already assessed you to be the aggressor. So that in itself, it has a psychological effect. Once you've been in a position where you wasn't rendered the justice that you really deserved, you start to process that in your mind like, okay, there's no recognition, there's no place of importance, there's no self dignification, you know what I'm saying? Right. And you start to feel like, okay, I have to stand up for myself or I lose all self-respect and dignity. And it's a man thing, you know what I'm saying?
It's a man thing.
For men of color and minority, it's different. We gotta prove ourselves every time, you know what I mean? So what is happening now is, the sheer result of oppression for years and years consistently, and then it's so blatant. It's blatant when you show people that you don't care about them. Dale Carnegie said in his book, the book called How to Win and Influence Friends, the number one thing of importance for human beings on earth is to be appreciated. It blew my mind when I read that, but it's so true. Everybody on earth, they just want to know that you see them, you appreciate them, you know what I'm saying, for whatever they might be doing,
right.
That they are seen and that their presence is acknowledged. That's a big deal. So when you take that away with blatant disregard, you get what you're getting right now, which is rebellion, looting, rioting. And I'm not gonna lie, I gotta shout out the Caucasian people, white folks that's been out there on the line tearing shit up. Tearing up stuff, dog. No, this is my thing, right?
Wait. You mean the protesters are actually ones that are actually tearing it up?
Look,
because they're
right.
Which one are you talking about?
Right now, I'm
because
not gonna lie.
It's the protesters that's really tearing it up out there.
Yeah.
That are really about it. That are really full heart. They're out there. But there's the other ones that are actually literally tearing it up.
No, right. Well, the thing is, honestly, that's a good point because right now you got a nation of people that is completely fed up. Mm-hmm. They're done. I'm talking white, black, Hispanic. So if this thing was just meant to target blacks, that plan was all screwed.
Yeah.
The George Floyd episode screwed that completely up. Like, seriously. And now, what you're getting is mulattoes, you know what I'm saying? People that are interracial.
Yep.
White folks who are seeing for the first time, which is amazing to me.
Listen.
It's amazing to me.
Listen, I'm getting people from 10 years ago. But the thing that don't register to me is, how are you just now getting it?
I don't get that.
Like now.
I don't get that because my thing is, okay, when I saw the episode or the tragedy that took place with Philando Castile, that hit me home so hard.
Man.
I was fumed. I was pissed. I don't know why I was upset because I'm just like, this man clearly complied with all the laws,
everything
that and everything that the police officer asked him nicely. This man told him, he said, "Look, I just want you to know, officer, that I do possess a firearm. It's in the glove department, and I also do possess the license to conceal it." And it seems to follow that, the officer said, "Well, go ahead and reach and get your wallet or get your insurance or get the license." It was something close to that. And as the minute he reached was the minute the officer unloaded the rifle and shot him. Now, his girlfriend was in the driver's seat and his daughter was in the back seat. If this isn't blatant regard, and did that officer get indicted? Did he get charged?
He did.
Okay, is he in jail?
And he was found not guilty about a week ago.
Yeah, bro. So basically, you know, this is what's been going on. It's just blatant disregard, and I really believe that we as a people, we possess some inner strength that God has already given us. We just haven't been exercising it. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother Goose said, we need people in office. You know, we can't go out and start smacking people up no more. Yeah. Also, I wanted to really put on you the heart of minorities and people of color. We have been pointing the guns at the wrong people. We've been pointing the guns at the wrong people. A lot of young black people, young African American men, you know, they online, they on the gram, they on Snap with rifles. They got more ARs and Dracos is so popular right now. You feel me?
I think it's the name, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty piece.
Very beautiful gun. Very beautiful, especially when the wood is when the wood is nice and you know what? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't wanna misquote this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys got artilleries. You feel me? Yes.
Yeah, you got artillery.
For sure.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? And we see it.
I done seen a couple out of the picture snaps, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Where are these guys getting these artilleries from?
And from a little bit of the homework and stuff that I've learned, these pistols and these artilleries is likely to knock a hole out of a tree. You feel me? So so and I'm not encouraging violence, but I'm just saying we're pointing the guns at the wrong people.
That's right.
You know, you see a brother this color. Right off the muscle, it should be some sort of love for him right off the muscle because he walked the same walk as you. Mm-hmm. He faced the same struggles as you. Mm-hmm. He faced the same challenges as you. He got the same pain that you feel because he is this color right here. Like that has to mean something. So my thing is, I almost want to propose something to the people, but it's going to take some growth and some maturity for us to accept this type of challenge. But let's not beef with our people. How about let's start there? Let's try that for 1 week. 1 week.
Yeah.
No beefing with nobody black. Anybody that you have a difference with that is of color or of minority that you are remotely close to, we are the same people. Yeah. You know, let's try that for a second. I'm willing to render that challenge because it's something that I take pride in. Every brother every minority that comes in, let's be clear, I love all people. Don't get this twisted. I know a lot of people out there waiting to, throw a monkey wrench over. Hash might be biased towards,
Go ahead, catch it.
Stop it. Stop it. We love all people. What we dealing with though is the oppressed. And the oppressed just happen to be people of color and minorities. These are the people that need the ultimate support right now. These are the people that need to feel some sense of appreciation. These are the people that need to see some justice. The justice has been missing. The people of Caucasian descent, I hate to say it, but it's a lot of white privilege is what's been being, portrayed in front of us. And you guys just delivering it like you don't give a damn.
So in retrospect, instead of feeling one way, voices should be amplified.
It should.
Voices should be amplified to let your counterparts know the privilege is actually real.
It should.
Don't feel the type of way. Be outspoken about it.
No, I need you to speak because guess what? When you get to court, if you don't have a judge, guess what? You don't get to speak.
Nope.
You do not get to speak. I've been in the court a few times. You guys need to take a stand, and this is the time that we need to stand together. I promise you, this is how it is. This is how and I'm gonna say this, and I really don't give a damn how people perceive this, but it should get to a point where if you going down the street or you riding past anywhere and you see a black person get pulled over or a minority get pulled over, everybody pull over.
Stop.
Everybody should pull over.
Get out the
because
car.
now
Yep.
we need to make sure that we put whoever officer is on the scene and letting them know, hey, look, you're not finna, Rodney King this kid.
Nope.
You're not finna Philando Castile this kid. Nope. You feel me? You're not finna Michael Brown him because it's people around and we ready to, take action.
And body cameras aren't to be trusted.
No.
At all.
These people got body cameras and still.
And they cut them off. They'll mute them. They'll do whatever they got to do. The prosecutor, the DA, they'll shoot it under the rug.
Yes.
Whatever has to be done, it can still be shot under the rug.
And let me tell y'all people something.
That doesn't matter.
Let me tell you people something. This whole statement of I was in fear for my life, this is the worst.
The worst.
The worst kind of reason you people could use to take somebody else's life.
When you are armed.
When you're fully armed and they clearly are not. When there's absolutely no threat. What possesses you as people who God created to take advantage by saying that you felt threatened for your life? Yeah. Where did this come from? I mean, I've heard it all. But you guys have no excuse because you know why? You're smart, intelligent people, some of the most educated people. How do you calculate this? How do you come up with saying that this is okay? Yeah. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? You reap what you sow. I'm not gonna get religious, but what you invest into the society is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? Just like you feel like it's okay to take the life of a minority or to mistreat a young black brother, you just invested in your own karma. Right. You people don't get away. You don't get away. And I think you misunderstand this. Yeah. And I'm not here to promote any anti-racist act or any of that. I'm talking about simple justice. Mm-hmm. Simple justice. Equal rights for people, no matter their color. They deserve to be dealt with in a just kind of manner. You understand what I'm saying? And while I'm on that topic, I just want to encourage all my people, you know what I'm saying? Guys, start getting your licenses. Make sure your car is insured. Make sure the car is up to date. Make sure ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? So these fools, you know what I'm saying, can't pull you over talking about a tail light went out. That's some garbage. Make sure your car is running so that your paperwork is straight while you're behind this wheel. That's the number one rule to our fight. Because a lot of our death and our tragedy in the last 10 years primarily started for some sort of traffic stop. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, they ain't really just been running up in the crib as much. They've been getting us by pulling us over because the taillight went out. Because you supposedly ran through a stop sign. Because you ran through a yellow light. Technically, you went through a yellow light, but they say you ran through a red light. Right. Now, you're accused of reckless driving. Don't let you have a minor in the car. Mm-hmm. That's endangering a minor too. You feel me? So it's really supersized and abused of the laws that's already in place. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna keep encouraging you people, man. I wanna be of some sort of backbone. I wanna be able to serve. Men of Honor is not just a brand. You know, you're gonna see it on a lot of stuff, but it's also something that you can take pride in being a part of. You know what I'm saying? And let's come together. Right. If there's any platform that produces positivity, I salute it to the fullest. But this is one of them. Men of Honor is one of those movements, in my perspective, to give a platform for people who don't have a voice. People who want to looking for a home. They looking for strong brothers that's going to stand up for what's right. I am in no way encouraging crime. I'm in no way encouraging violating the laws. In no way. I'm saying that we could walk upright and straight in a crooked world, but we could come together and still be a force to reckon with. You know what I'm saying? And I speak for myself. I'm one of those people, like I said, I strongly believe that I have to start with me. I have to start with me. I can't point fingers at you because I don't know what you've been through, but I know for a fact that in my walk, and even with what I'm doing as a barber, I'm in ministry. I've been told that so many times. I'm in ministry. Every time I come across these brothers, I get to vibe with them. I get to share their struggles. I get to see what they're going through. And trust me, it's a connection. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So I want us to take, if you can, take that energy from me and exercise it in your own walk. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here is my brother. And it's funny because he's from a different descent, but we share the same struggle. Mm-hmm. There's no way I could see an officer putting his foot on this man's neck and stand there and video record it. I just can't do that. Yeah. Because it's something inside of me that violates, you know, the dignity that we stand for as men.
As men.
You feel what I'm saying?
As men.
It's just what it is. He doesn't have to be a biological relation to me for me to see that, okay, this is unjust. And if nobody don't stand up for you, I got you. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things. It's an instant, you know, you don't see these people beefing with each other. Right. You don't see it. They come together. It's a unified system, you know what I'm saying? And it works against us. So I really, really want us to start to wake up, you know what I'm saying? To start to read more. If you don't read, I encourage you. Audiobook is dope. Audiobook is fire.
I'm not gonna lie, I got through a lot of books like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I got through a lot of books like that.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Audiobook is the truth. If you don't want to read, I understand. I read a book, I might get some fatigue if it doesn't capture my interest. If I'm not interested, I tend to exercise, to experience fatigue, and I end up falling asleep. But audio, I could listen to audio while I cut hair. I could listen to it while I work. Right. While you driving the car, while you in your car going to work, you could put on a book, and let's start to educate ourselves, man. I want to let my boy, share, if you will, your perspective on, or any words of encouragement that you might have that you feel passionate about to people that you want to reach out to. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you feel like.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, man. I'm a very unbiased person, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. I don't care if it's my mom, my dad, my child.
Right.
You know what
Me too.
What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong.
I'm the same way.
So in my perspective of I guess getting that peace, you know what I mean, is finding out the what's real, finding out the truth. Yeah. So my encouragement is just to everybody, you know what I mean, just to everybody is you gotta find the real truth. The real truth. So just being real blank, you know what I mean? All in a nutshell, mainstream media is not the way to go.
It's not the way.
It's not the way to go. So you, like he said, you gotta read books.
You got to.
You gotta read articles. You gotta see different people.
Yeah.
Who you look for in gaining information, whether it's a video or it's reading.
Yeah.
You gotta know who it is, and you gotta know their background. You gotta know where the information comes from.
Right.
Who is telling that information. Right. And who they working for. I encourage a lot of independent media. I encourage a lot of people that are actually foot ground, that are actually out there, and that present facts.
Right.
I just don't want to listen to somebody talk. And just talk.
Yeah.
Based off opinion.
Yeah.
I don't care about opinion.
Let it be
factual. I don't care if it hurts your feelings or if it don't.
Yeah.
I'm on basis of what's factual and what's not.
Right.
What's real and what's not. What's being told and what's the truth and what's not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's on that aspect, I'm real big passionate about the truth.
The truth. Right.
And letting people know that you gotta get out there and you gotta do your own research, you gotta read, and you have to make your own logical decision.
Yeah.
You cannot have 5 people talking in 5 different informations, or you choose this one alley, and then now your mind is confined in just that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You take from here, take from there, take from the middle, do your own analysis, and just come with it. You know what I mean? Just think about it your own. Come with it your own way.
Your own perspective. Yeah.
In a sense of just gaining this one way of thinking, or this is just the way it is, man, I encourage everybody, man. You got to get out there. You got to look at your own resources. You got to look at your own readings, and just educate yourself. Educate.
Well
Educate.
said. Well
Educate.
said. I usually have some books that I give out, and since you guys last saw us, I've been able to read a few powerful books, and I'll share with you guys because we backed up. So I'm just gonna give you the books. You know what I mean? So you guys could check it out, right? So basically, I think I purchased about 5 books, I think, right? And one of them is The New Jim Crow Law by Michelle Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Powerful book. Also, I just purchased The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's a good book too. I also purchased Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. You guys should check those books out and see the effect of what they're talking about. Also, I purchased a book called The Intelligent Investor. You know, by it's really by Warren Buffett, but it's read by Benjamin Graham. And another good book, you know, on a lot of levels, talks about making intelligent investments and things like that. My last book I purchased was by 50 Cent Curtis Jackson, called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. That book is good. I already read that book maybe like twice. And, you know, shout out to 50 Cent. He's come a long way. And he, intelligent guy. You know, it's a method behind his madness. And I fool with 50. You know what I'm saying? At first you think this dude is nuts. But when you listen to, you know, his growth and what he's talking about in his book, you'd learn a few things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Guys, also, man, upon reading those books, man, I would share my library with you, but you gotta want it yourself. It's something that you have to want yourself. You know what I mean? If you want some knowledge, they say the best way, you know, to keep us in the not know as colored people is to put it in a book. And
to put it in a book.
All you're doing by not opening a book is making that statement true. And it's so much that you could learn if you start to read, you know, educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? I try to use my platform to be informative, you know what I mean? Not so much entertainment, because we dealing with too much as people for me to be out here entertaining you. You know, we did that. And we didn't get too much respect for it, you know what I mean? So I'm more along the lines of encouraging, you know, being woke and knowledge of self and understanding what environment you stay in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you just move to a state, I would encourage you to look up the laws in that state. Look up the laws, and you know, do some research, find out, you know, what being pulled over while black might cause you in that town. You feel me? Don't just jump into a state, you know, new beginnings, and we turning up, and you know,
there's a few towns that I had to tell you about out here.
Yes, sir.
If you heading to the casinos, make sure you got a full tank of gas, because there's a couple out here that you don't want to stop by.
And I'm not gonna lie, it don't take much for me to be like, you know what? I got you. I'm finna go do that homework right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, after you've been through some things, man, you come to a point where you don't need to experience it to know the effects of it. You just kind of like, you know what? Like, if he tell me something right now, I could literally gravitate to what he's sharing with me and be like, you know what? I'm gonna make a different decision, and I'm gonna go about this a different way. It helps. It helps. It saves us. I mean, sometimes, you know, life experience is the greatest teacher, but then sometimes we can avoid some of the consequences that, you know, wrong decisions could bring us. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely encourage, you know what I mean, reading, more reading. If you feel like you need to, get a reference to something, feel free to shoot me a inbox. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. You know what I mean? My Facebook is #potent, HASHPOETIN. My Instagram is #potent1. My Twitter is #potent1. That's HASHPOETINTHA1. And my Snapchat is #potent1. So, I also have an Instagram for my brand entitled Men of Honor. Yep. So you could just, we also have, which our reopening date today, our Men of Honor podcast is also on YouTube. Right now we have about 8 episodes up there, and this one makes 9. You know what I mean? Right. So that information is Men of Honor, MENOVHONOR, one word. You go on YouTube, you look up the name. Check out some of the things that we've covered in the past. And if you support what we're doing and what we are getting ready to do, feel free to subscribe. Like, subscribe, share. Because
hit the comments down below.
Yes, hit the comments, all that. Because what I would like to do is for us to continue to share the information. Social media is for that purpose.
It is.
And I mean, we could do a bunch of things on there, but as a people, what we need right now is information. A lot of times we fall into different traps because we don't know. We didn't take the time to educate ourselves, or nobody tell us. But I guarantee you, if you knew better, you would do better. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm with it all the way. I'm for people of color. I'm for people that stand for justice. I'm for people that are God fearing. I'm for these people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put me into one bracket. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to all the people of Caucasian descent that I've done business with and that I know personally. It's complete love for you guys. But what we dealing with is the nation of people that have been unjust. They've been unjust. And they have been rendering nothing but oppression towards people of minority, people of color, and people from the bottom. They've been dealt with so much injustice that what you guys have to realize is this type of injustice after a period of time creates a psychological effect. So instead of sitting around pointing fingers at people of why, you guys are animals, or, why can they apprising property and this type of foolishness, understand that being oppressed over a matter of years creates a psychological effect in the minds of human beings. I don't care what color you are. If you've been abused, you have a stigma when you come into the presence of being or where abuse is taking place. You have a sense of uncomfort if you get around somebody and you see that they're being physically assaulted. There's something in you that it jumps. You feel like uncomfortable because it's a psychological effect. So let's understand that first before we point fingers at anybody. You know what I'm saying? And try loving on these people. If you see somebody that might have an issue, let's look at ways that we could render some sort of medical or help for them in some way. Something that would render healing as opposed to criticizing. Because that's not proven to help. You know what I'm saying? As I say, we are from the same walk. We're from the same. I don't care what they have brainwashed you guys to thinking through media. We walk the same walk. I don't care if you got 18 degrees. Compared to the dude who sell weight every day, you guys have the same struggle. They don't give a crap what your knowledge is and your education is when they pull you over. They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
They actually hate you if you're a little more educated.
Yes. Yeah, and mind you, we came from that time. Once upon a time, it was a threat for us to have too much knowledge. You feel me? A man of color would be lynched if he knew how to read too well. You know what I'm saying? So we've come a long way, bro. We've come a long way. Let's use the resources we have to implement change. You know what I'm saying? While coming together. You know what I'm saying? We need a president right now. I don't know what this guy is doing on this pulpit. You feel me? But we have to be strategic about our progress. We got to be strategic about the way we fight moving forward. Because at the end of the day, only you could care about you. People don't give a damn about the person next to them.
Nah.
If I'm making any sense.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
But we have to stand up for each other. So I think that just about wraps it up for our first segment. Anything you want to share, Goose? And he gonna be returning. Don't think this is not his last time. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have stifled him, to be honest with you.
No, it was a little, you know, it's the surface. It's the one deep, but the 1 foot pool deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had shit high right now. You don't want to get up here though.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
trust me.
That's for the next one, cause
Yeah, this dude, he's holding back. You gonna see. I wait till he get fired up and get to really going off in here. You know. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you for taking your time.
I appreciate definitely the spot and everything.
Yeah.
And, voices should be heard. Man, voice your opinion, man. Get out there, march, protest. For the looters, man, come on. You know, we better than that. We all trying to march for something bigger. We all trying to do it in the name of honor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sir.
We all trying to do it.
Yes, sir.
In the name of George Philando.
Floyd. Yeah, Philando.
All the way down to Emmett and past that. So
give them your social media information.
Oh yeah. All my Instagram is Stavi P, STAVIIEP. On Facebook, I'm Gustavo Paraga.
Yeah.
Full name. On YouTube, I'm Goose and Millie. You know what I mean? I go ahead. Y'all wants a little bit of entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's doing this thing on YouTube.
Yes,
him
sir.
and his old lady doing their thing right now. Yeah.
And that's pretty much on Snapchat. It's Bleeker P, BLEEKP, BLEEKP. Yeah. Because I changed the name, but I forgot. Yeah, BLEEKP. Yeah, Bleeker P. You know what I mean? Bleak P. So yeah, follow me all on social media and everything. If you do have any questions, I'm more than open to really anything.
Yeah.
Open discussions on anything. I'll be more than happy to have debates and all.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a savage. He's a savage. Trust me, you'll see. But I appreciate you guys for taking the time with us. Like I always say, man, we could sit around and talk a bunch of garbage all day. Why not put some honor on it? You know what I'm saying? And I mean that. You know what I'm saying? Why waste time and energy when we could implement positive energy amongst each other? You know what I'm saying? Right. So until the next time, people, I appreciate y'all. Much love. You know what I mean? And stay woke.
Yes.
Stay woke.
Yes. Stop watching CNN.
Yes.
Stop watching MSNBC, man.
You feel me?
Gotta get your own news, man.
Yeah. Do your research, man. Don't be out here bobbleheading. You feel me?
Stop believing the Facebook reposts.
Yes,
and stuff,
indeed.
Man. Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
All these people they fooling y'all. They fooling y'all.
And the only
it's for
way
the bigger cause, man.
The only way we could rise is two things. If we educate ourselves and we do it together. That's it. Yep. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.